Yeah, but now I should be able to, can you hear me now? It is gone now. Hello, hello. Who sounds? All right, so can everybody hear both me and Wedge? Okay, that's play, but what about, let's see, Keisha, can you hear Wedge? Wedge, can you speak for a little bit? I don't know. All right, yeah, because I had the browser source is up, so your sound should be okay. So hopefully y'all can hear both of us. Um, welcome. I'm gonna send out a couple of little uh, announcements and stuff while we do this. But hello everyone. Thanks for joining. We've been excited to try this thing out for a bit, and we're gonna see how it goes. Oh, can you share your screen? 'Cause I shared my screen, and I don't know if that is like showing up for other people. Oh, interesting. Only one at a time. Maybe we can trade off then for a little bit and see how that goes. Because I want people to see. Mm, that's true. Interesting. Mm, yeah, that's a lot. All right. Well, hello everyone. Hi, Adam, Zach, Pegs, Keisha. See plebs in there. Um, super cool to have all of you here. I'm painting alongside Wedge, um, and he's streaming too. So if you're in his stream, you're seeing what are people seeing my screen then in your stream? Okay, beside your face. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, interesting. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to your stream real quick just to see, just so I get a feel of what's happening. But yeah, I'm gonna be painting up Jeff. And what are you painting again tonight? You're painting minis, but what is the minis you paint in? Oh wow. Hey, thanks for the follow tags. Appreciate it. All right, there we go. Oh, there's your stream. Okay, I see. Okay, so I'm in your top little corner next to your head. And so people, that's cool. So people are seeing what you're doing in your stream. That's what I was trying to figure out. And now I got to figure out at some point we'll do a trade-off where where people can see what's going on in your stream and my stream. Because I definitely want to. be able to see that too, at least on my end. All right, but yay, welcome everyone. This is an interesting stream. We've been trying to figure out how to do this for about an hour, and it should be way easier than it is. But here we are. It's been really funny. Apparently, I've never. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, get your water. Get your water. I'll try to entertain the troops while you do that. All right, so I'm gonna start painting while Wedge goes to get some water. Um, First thing I'm gonna do is when we're painting in ZBrush, um, some of the different materials don't work super well visually, and the one that I've found that I enjoy the most is this one called Skin Shade 4, which is very, very interesting. I think it might have something to do with the uh, ambient occlusion and stuff. See, by the way, KG, see, we're down to 20. Oh, yay! That's awesome, pleb. So I don't know if you uh, knew this, Wedge. Are you back? I kind of heard you. Cool. So Pleb wants to have me do a piece for him for them, and they have like over 100 characters that they were choosing from, and they were making their own bracket of what to pick. And right now in chat, they're like, "I'm down to 20 characters, yay!" So we're getting closer to what they'd like me to work on. But yeah, let's see. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like do a lot of base colors, which folks that are familiar with Wedge's stream, it's the same idea. I'm gonna be pulling colors from my reference images, and I just gotta figure out what best starting colors for the base color. No, it's actually the actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do white to start because he's got this like base kind of white color to him on his like belly area. So I'm just gonna coat that all white, and then I'm gonna pull the best blue that I can from all these different shades of blue in the reference. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. That's good. I will say the computer's definitely chugging a little bit, which is funny. I know it looks really weird right now, huh? Yeah, so because of just the way I have it grouped, it's not um, easy to just fill in this color the way I want to, so I kind of have to do it in some fun strategic ways. So the blue is going to go above the nose, but I did like a select um, to get like just the top of him masked off, so I could just at least coat that in like one quick go. And then I'm gonna do kind of blending down a bit. I'll probably need to find some other, we'll pull up some of my other reference just to see where some of this blue begins and ends, more on the tail and the sides. Hey, what's up, Cap? Let's see. Leb said, I'll have a little extra money in early June, low key if you can't during then. Let's see. Don't stress it, can't wait. Yeah, no, I think June will be a good time to start to um Hi, Captain. So I'll yeah, I'll tell you a funny thing. So I know I met Cap through one of the streamers that I mod for. Obviously, before I started modding, like we were fellow viewers in that stream. Um, and only recently at the start of stream, like people have just been saying like "Hi Gart" when they get in. Don't know why. I don't know how it started, but it's a weird. Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's like funny because I think I've told you this or I've talked to some people, but like I enjoy like the interactive of stream and stuff. Yeah, you can call me KG Pleb, no worries. Like everybody calls me different things. Like what do you call me now? Yurt. Um, but it was W mod. Thanks, Zach. Zach is one of my fellow mods in another stream. Been it's been a very funny time. As funny as this shark looks right now with like his different pieces missing. Yeah. Speaking of, it's like almost the colors of the penguins from Mario 64 right now. If you remember that. Mm-hmm, hmm. Hey, what's up, Art? Yeah. Just everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Cap. Let's see. I give you props. Modding on one is plenty enough for me. Yeah, no, it's fair. Honestly, it's plenty enough for me too. But here I am. Yeah, no, I do like, helping people out where I can. Oh no. Was it like mid-stroke and it just like went out? Yup. Right now I'm like, yeah, yeah, a lot more control. I mean, that's kind of the funny thing about definitely tonight, because for you, it's true. For you, um, you will only be hindered by whether your brushes break or not. Where me, I will be hindered by whether my computer's like, you know what, the stream is taking up a lot of my thought process, so I'm just going to slow down your program that you're using. Yep. Mid-stroke. Boink. But yeah, W first collab stream for us. Right. How are you all doing tonight, chatters who are in two different chat rooms at the same time? Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's a shared chat at the same time. I said that weird. Yay. Oh, I know. They're so. I love this design so much. Just cute little guy. That kind of the funny part of this is as I'm coloring stuff, hungry, need sustenance. Are you saying you're hungry or is that a Jeff line? See, cap. See, I'm chilling, brushing up on D&D. Yay, good. Yeah, so we're gonna try to do a D&D night, and Captain Pirate Captain is gonna be our DM, so he's brushing up on those skills. He shows hungry. Well, you should have something. What were you gonna say? Oh yeah, I haven't played D&D in so long, so I'm excited to actually be able to jump in and play with some folks. I have not picked yet. I, one thing that I need to do because he's brushing up on his for the DM side of things, and I can't even remember what edition I played back when I did play. It was a while ago, so it is definitely an older edition. So I'm not up on like 5e or I think whatever one. There's like it's a different one now. Because 5e is the one that like folks really like, and I think 2 or 2 point something people dug. Um, and like the last edition that I played had Red Steel was like one of the newer newer parts. I don't even remember what it's called. But yeah, I watch enough. I watch enough people play D&D that I know I'm going to be able to jump back in, but it's been a while. See, we should do a character creation basic walkthrough session for new people before we're doing any one shots. I agree with that, man. That's a good idea. Um, yeah, we were talking about availability and all that kind of stuff, and what we should do. And I had recommended before we even try to do a campaign, we should definitely do some one shots just so folks can see if they can like commit to it. And also, it gives new people or people like me that need to like brush up and don't want to like have people feel hindered by them in a whole campaign just to like kind of catch up and get reacquainted before we start a full campaign. And it just gives people more opportunity. Um, so so yeah, we're figuring it out. Yeah, I'm excited though. Also, it's like availability too. Like I don't even know what my availability is. I was one of the champions for it because I like the idea, but it's also at that point where they were like, "Can we do this?" I was like, "Are we doing this weekly or bi-weekly?" Because I cannot do weekly, but I'd love to play at least a little bit. So Oh yeah, exactly. So I'm hoping like bi-weekly at most, but even if it's like once or twice a month would be awesome. Greatest enemy of D&D is, yeah, you are absolutely right, Cap. Um, ooh, one thing that we can talk about is kind of how like we met and how we became more and more acquainted. As we were in, hmm? Oh, sorry. I said we could talk about how we met, our origin story. Why are we even here right now doing this together? Um, 'Cause yeah, have you known Sus for a while or been in her Discord for a bit? No? Okay, so you're pretty fresh as well. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Blair's cool. Hmm. I caught a little bit of that stream. I didn't get to watch the whole bit. Okay, so okay, now I have an idea of when you joined. So I was a little, yeah, so I was a little bit before then, but not too much farther before you. Um, it was probably around for me mid-December I actually did. Um, because as Zach knows, the person that we moderate for is good friends with Sus. So it was actually Slee. Yeah. Um, and yep, exactly. And so I forgot why I went in. Oh, well, I was starting to, I think, help prepare for the birthday stream that Slee was doing. That is a fun lurk. I just looked down, it says, Web has to shid. I was like, what? Oh, okay, I see. It's the lurk message. Got it. Um, yeah, no, it's great. It's funny. Yeah, so I was helping set up for the that's funny. Yeah, I was helping up with that stream, and then I had seen Sus in a couple of Sleaze streams because prepping for that, she was like doing a lot of uh, OBS help for her because Sus is the master of a lot of streaming things, and so that's when I hopped over to the Discord and started to get to know more and more people, and that's where yeah, exactly. I started trying to watch more and more people's streams, and I'm pretty sure that's how I caught your streams was when you did a one of the self promos in there. So then I just started coming over to your streams and hanging out. And it was yeah, it was a good time. We're now painting together. Yeah. what I do like with this share collab thing that at least we can like hear each other and they can hear us as well. That was one of the that was one of my big worries. Hmm. All right, let's see. I'm going to bring in another image. I gotta find one to see if I have one that's like at least showing me some of the his rear end or the other. Okay, that kind of helps a little bit. Okay, so this gives me at least a little bit of an idea of where that white with the tail goes. Oh, I know, I love it. I was actually thinking of like um, eventually doing like a variant of just like tossing clothes onto this pose. I just thought that would be fun eventually. Um, and well, that's the thing is like I was initially excited about this one, and then what I'm actually gonna do is I don't know if you've seen it yet. I'll share a picture of it at some point so you can see. But they recently added a new uh, maid outfits for Deadpool and for Jeff. So like they're like in pink maid cafe looks, and Jeff's is really cute. He's got these little cat ears that he wears, and so after this is all done, I might do maybe not right away, but a version with all that stuff on it. And then also, I do want to 3D print this guy, but I need to figure out what I want to do from there. I know some people might be interested in having a copy, and I just need to figure out who does and how to get them to them. Hmm. It's funny because like a group that I know that's super into Jeff, like I don't want to like go into that server and be like advertising selling shit because it's like it's someone else's server. Cat? No, it's okay. I didn't know if you what cat you're referring to, if you're referring to your cat or there are actually a couple cats that I know now. There's Cat Black Art, who I have met recently, and then there's I'm forgetting their full screen name, Catmosphere, who I met through Mr. Yeah, what I was saying is there's two cats that I know like through streaming, and so I was like, are you talking about those cats, or are you talking about your cat? But yeah, we've been chatting back and forth at the storm. How's everyone in chat doing tonight? I know Keisha's hungry. Hopefully you've eaten by now. Yeah. My wife and child have returned home. They were out pokey hunting. Did you get your brush all glued up yet? Oh yeah. Smart. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. 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 Seriously. See, pleb. Another bag of cheese and lots of black pepper. I'm assuming this is just a list of ingredients and you've mixed these things, pleb. It's my mac and cheese recipe. Oh, I can hear. Oh no. Uh-huh. Yay. All right. Now I'm gonna start kind of filling in everything else. So this is the fun part because this is like the easy and go in and quickly do fills. Ooh, ooh. See, wood stop. That's funny. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. Seeing you look up at Cam is like playing FNAF, switching to the main stage, and Bonnie is doing the thing where their face is pointed directly at the cam. Otherwise, haven't moved. Oh yeah, in the office too. Oh, I think something else I need to do is do back face masking my brush that I'm painting with. And that allows me to like paint on the surface, but not through to the other side. And that helps with these toesies. The current bracket challengers for the round specifically are TF2 Heavy and Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. Oh, interesting. You're surprised at how good your kitty is when it comes to Shrumps? For sure. Interesting, interesting. So I'm looking at this reference and I didn't realize he's got those black shark eyes. But it looks like they did give him like blue kind of iris. Hmm. feel like I should get a little bit more of like a gray to that blue. Hmm. Yeah, I like that better. Welcome back. I do find that they haven't been going as long as the like allotted times, at least from what I've noticed. So I think it might have been one of your streams where I seriously swear I did like it was 7 seconds of ads for one of the bits. Yeah. Hmm. Which is weird, and it does make me wonder, like, how does that like affect us? Because we're selecting like, oh, so much ad time that we would like to happen, but if it doesn't do that full ad time, do we not get that payout because that's not what was shown? Or do we still get like, oh, well, you selected 3 minutes of ads, and even though that person saw 7 seconds, it still counts? Which I'm not sure if that's true, you know. The Someone paid YouTube to put an ad that was just the entire B movie. That is that's crazy. Let's see. Gotcha, gotcha. Why don't we do let's see, hydrate. Oh, thank you. I will hydrate. You should hydrate too. And I will posture check as well. See, care package for both of you. Let's see. Do we want to try to trade up the share screen just to see how that looks on my end? Because I'm curious. Like, yeah. So I guess you gotta share your screen. And we can see what it looks like. Really? Oh yeah, that's right, because you have yeah, that's right. It won't let you select like one. Yeah. I will at least Yay. Hearthstone break. True. This is true. And for everyone that's lurking, viewing, just in the outskirts, welcome. All of our friends in chat, thanks for being here, even if you're just chilling. Thanks, pleb, for chiming in and hanging out in the chat. Yeah, all right. All his base colors done, I think. You locked in, or did you step away? You still there? Hello, Will. Oh, oh no. It looks like we lost Wedge. Let me try again. We'll see if we can get him back. All right, well, we lost our painting buddy, but we're still going. I sent an invite and hopefully he'll pop back in a bit. Thanks for hanging out, everybody that's hanging out. Getting all Jeffy colored up. Got his base colors all done. It's funny, it feels like my computer's still chugging a little bit. I might need to restart it soon. I thought maybe because we were doing our shared chat and stuff. Hey, what's up? Thanks for popping back in, Cap. How's the D&D stuff going? I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you've got planned for us once we get that rocking. See. Good still. I've been lurking. Oh, there you are. Hey. Hey. Welcome back. Oh no. That's kind of like the same thing that happened to me. I was like, "Hey, so like you locked in, man? W- Wedge, are you there?" And then I looked over and I was like, "Oh, nope, we've lost him." Well, I'm sorry to hear, but glad you're back. It may happen again, but we'll be good. Yeah, Cap is lurking. He just popped in to say hi, and he's still working on the D&D stuff. When was the last time that you played? Yeah, I would say for me, it's probably decades. Yeah, that's why it's like I'm super excited. I've been trying to like find a game or something, and I just the editions have continued to pass and pass and pass by. So I'm like, as soon as I find a place where I can play, I need to figure out what edition we're working with and read up a bit. But I've watched enough. Like I watched some Critical Role stuff, and I watch Dimension 20 do their thing, so I'm not like completely lost on basic gameplay. But and I do have like some of my own dice sets and stuff, so I'm equipped enough. Yeah. There's also a couple games that I would like to run because I had and I tried to a while ago, but I'm a big enjoyer of the Avatar franchise series. I don't know if you've watched any of the Last Airbender stuff. Um, a really good show, and someone did make a tabletop uh, RPG, and the system is pretty easy to jump into. It's just like a 2d6 system. It's called Powered by the Apocalypse, but that's it's called that based on like I think that's the name of a game. Oh, and my ads are gonna start very soon. Mhm. Yeah, like Cap was saying, and we were lamenting earlier, it's just the scheduling of Getting everybody on board is always so tough. Oh yeah. Ooh, what happened there? Still do this thing where I'm so used to not worrying about you know, people watching my screen. So I will have the character in like this weird orientation while I'm working. And normally that's not a big deal. But when, when you have people watching you and you have like the thing that you're doing is like way over here, it's not appealing. What happened now? What? Hey, how's it going, Carrie? It's nice just a chill painting stream. And you can hear another voice. That's my buddy Wedge. He's painting as well over on his stream. Wedge! He's painting some minis. Warhammer, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's painting some Warhammer minis over on his stream. See, my hockey team just made the playoffs. Woohoo! And my friend Carrie is big into hockey. Now, as a Canadian, are you big into hockey? Or are you a Canadian that's like, man, I don't need none of that? Hmm, fair. No, that's fair. Not my thing either. I know, man. You're for your minis. Yeah. No, you're not. You're gluing. Sorry. All right. So I think now I'm gonna get rid of Office Jeff. Sorry. I know you like that one a lot. I'm gonna find. I think this is the one. Pull on that image. And these two. My ads have begun. It's going to be the fun part, the challenging part of getting all these stripies and stuff on his back. I think what I'm going to do is a masking technique, kind of like how I did like the back of him, but I'm going to paint on the stripes. Kind of first by. Oh, okay, yeah. Do it, man. See you when you get back. Or hear you, at least. All right, so those of you that are watching what I'm doing, there's a lot of spots and on Mr. Jeffy. And kind of an easy way to get it in without having to like commit, kind of masking where this is going to go, and I can play with it. And then I can reverse the mask. And actually drop in the color if I like it. It's a little bit easier that way. Although I might not have his, might need to up his subdivision levels just to get a nice clean line on the paint. Then I'll work him in smaller sections. I kind of try to roughly line it up. It's not going to be exact because the shape of the tail on this bit of reference is different. Close enough. Be a little bit smaller. And the reference, I'm actually going to flip. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, what's up, Ned? Hi, hi. I was chugging earlier, and I'm not sure if it's just because of the internet and doing this collab stream, or if I just need to restart my computer, which is probably the case. Is your internet chugging too? Is that what you're talking about? All right. Let's see. Good morning. I woke up late, so now it's time to see how many tasks I can accomplish in the next 2 hours. How's your night going? Well, I think it's been going okay on my end. I'm painting a little shark dude, and you can see me on Wedge's screen. Unfortunately, because Wedge has a million cameras, you cannot see Wedge on my screen, but you can hear both of us. And that is a W, 100%. Oh, don't do that. Oh, I didn't even realize Wedge was streaming. See, I'll have to tab everyone. Yeah, we are in each other's chats. This is a combined. Hi, Jeff. You know, yeah, it is really weird because it does have us still like obviously we're still talking to each other in the like share thing. Hmm. Can you hear? Can you hear Wedge, Neb? Or could you hear him when you were just looking at my stream? Because that would be interesting. I mean, it's funny because again, like we can hear each other, which if we can hear each other in 2026, yeah, we're just chugging along. So thanks for being here, Neb. And Wedge and I both hope you can get all your stuff done. See, I'm glad I could catch some of your. Oh, thank you. I'm glad too. It's been an interesting evening, that's for sure. Just us trying to figure out how to get this all going. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, yeah. It's a win either way. Hopefully everyone's having a good time watching and listening. Hopefully folks still hear both of us on each other's, but if not, that's cool. At least we hear each other, which will be funny to watch the VOD back and just to see what worked and what didn't. Hmm. Yeah, I dig it because I forgot what the initial kind of color I had going was just too blue And then I noticed in the little Office Jeff image, he was just pretty much straight up gray, but I'm still going for the what's it called? The more Marvel Rivals game version of him. So I didn't want to lose that blue, so I just brought in a little bit of gray. Right now I'm just trying to isolate the fin. Let's see. Now it is fun slash not fun. You lose symmetry in this kind of situation. So I'm trying to like cheat symmetry a little bit. Because if I do a mask straight up by painting it on, it just goes where I paint it. But if I lasso, it goes through to the other side. There we go. Not symmetrical enough. And to be honest, I should probably look and see how symmetrical his like stripes and stuff are. I think. Oh yeah. All right. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm probably not gonna do exactly like the stripes. Little artistic license. think my kid has misplaced something because I'm hearing the wife and him try to talk it out, figure out where it is. I slightly heard mention of me. I'm like, uh-oh, did I misplace something? It is funny, Neb, how you're like, yay, I can finally catch some of your art. It's not my normal art, the painting aspect of it. Oh yeah, now it's a good time. I just look forward to hopefully another session whenever I'm sculpting next. That's what I got to figure out. So my plan is to, once I finish tonight, depending on however far I go, get with painting this, I'm gonna stop with Jeff on stream, and then uh, I have some freelance stuff for that Kickstarter action figure that I need to finish. So I'm probably going to do that for my next stream. I think I'm far enough along in all of those things that I'm at an interesting point where I can like juggle some of it while I'm working on stream, and people can see various things with that are going to be coming out that they might not have seen yet. And then after that, I'm going to start doing the uh, engineering and print prep of Freerin, which I'm hoping will be interesting for this. Just the plan of cutting her up and setting her on the plate and adding the stilts and supports and stuff to get her all printed up. And probably I will try to do kind of an IRL stream of the actual printing process or aspects of it. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. That's another one of those challenging bits. As you were saying, it's 2026. Shouldn't be too crazy. Oh, I heard a little chatty. Mm, Noise. Yeah, so I guess then our chats are separate again, which is weird. How we're still in this call, but we don't have combined. Let's see. Oh wait, shared. Hmm. Well, here we go. Let's see. Start sharing chat. What happens if I? Hey, okay. So I guess for some reason that's so funny. So, so yay, we're back together again. Mm-mm-mm. Hell yeah. You have too much. Well, get it done, man. Don't let us stop you. Thank you very much. Do you have any plans for the weekend coming up? Or, well, I mean, for the rest of the weekend since we are in the weekend. Oh, yeah, that's right. I mentioned that. Word. Um, kind of business as usual. Tomorrow we have our church obligations, and so I'll actually I don't even know if I'm playing tomorrow because we had all the crazy Easter service stuff. But I think one of our members of our band will not be there tomorrow. Actually, two of them, and it makes it very hard because it's just the pianist who can also sing and me on drums, and just that's just not a really great dynamic, especially with like yeah, especially with like church music. So so I think we are getting a break, and choir's probably going to do something, or there's some special music going on, but that's actually going to be nice. And then we usually go over to my mom's, so that'll be a nice afternoon. Yeah. And so now I do wonder if people could hear both of us still before, or if now that our chat is shared, now they can hear both of us. Again, it'll be, oh, that's fine. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, yeah. No, it was nice to try to figure this out and work it out, and I definitely want to look into some other stuff to just to see how to make it smoother and uh, maybe combine the visuals better because there's got to be a way. But I'm definitely I appreciate you jumping on with me and out, and hope you had fun. Yo, hey, what's up, Jay? How are you doing? Right now, I'm simul streaming with a buddy of mine. Name's Wedge. You should definitely give him a follow. He's one of my fellow art streamy buddies. Jay also does art. He's been doing 3D pen stuff. I don't know how familiar you are with that, but it's exhausted from work. Oh man, well, I appreciate you jumping on and hanging out for a bit. Sorry that you had an exhausting day. I'm gonna probably hang on to my usual around somewhere between 9 and 9:30. Wedge is gonna be jumping off at around 11:30, you said, so that's like in a few minutes for you, right? Yeah. Yeah. Me too. Oh man. So it's funny. Uh, I was like, I'll jump on at around 6 and we'll figure out all the tech stuff. And then I decided to like come in here at 5 to kind of figure some stuff out, which is which I shouldn't have done. I should have just ate. I did have a snack before, so I'm not like starving. But like once I got going and stressing myself out, of course I was just like, I'm not going back downstairs until this is all over. So I feel you. I will be doing the same roughly after stream. All good. My hobby gets expensive. It does because you got to get all that filament. The 3D pens are cool. Have you worked more on that, Jay, since your last stream? He also streams. He was streaming working on he does variety stuff, so he does I think he's played a little bit of Dead by Daylight as well and some other games. But he also does shows off him working on his 3D pen stuff, which I think are very cool. But like he said, it's an expensive hobby, and I've already got plenty of expensive hobbies. I will not be adding that to my list. How's your Hearth game coming? Let's see. Yeah, likewise. This is where I got so far. Yeah, I got some back on one side, so got that far. But yeah, likewise, I appreciate you jumping on and hanging out and staying up late. Yeah, yeah, and we'll figure it out. We'll do something again in the future. Work out some of the tech stuff. All right, have a good night. Yeah, have a good night, man. Bye. All right, so it's just us. Hello, everyone. I hope that you were able to hear Wedge most of the time. Um, Trying to figure this stuff out. Our first time kind of doing that, and we use different streaming software, and yeah, it seems like it should be pretty easy plug and play, and just hey, let's work together. But yeah, man, some stuff just was not working out as expected. So the only thing I've done was kind of filled in small uneven gaps on the body and did some sanding. Cool. I'm looking forward to the next time you're streaming to see some of that progress and see how it's coming next. Yeah, I'm just painting up Sharky Shark tonight, just for fun. I'm also using my earbuds for a change, and so definitely tell me how it sounds, if the stream sounds better or worse than usual, because I might stick with using these rather than my phone as a microphone, which is what I was doing before. So if the audio from me is better than previous streams, if you've noticed, please let me know. Take a good hour to sand everything down. No way I wanted to do a whole hour of me sanding a figure on. Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. Yeah, no, I've been like kind of debating, the things to do on stream and off stream myself. And yeah, no, I get you, man. Sounds all right. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad it sounds good. I don't want to do it tonight, but maybe one of these streams I'll do kind of a back and forth and mess with the audio with the two sound sources and see which sounds better or not. See, melting and smoothing. It took almost an hour itself. Yep, no, that sounds about right. It's a very tedious process. Um, I've not done it, but I used to do a lot of sculpting with wax, and it's a very similar process. It's not as frustrating to work with as the filament, the plastic, but it's similar techniques. It's just the wax melts much easier. And actually, I wonder, like, that's also something that you should probably consider doing. Like, not giving up on your 3D pen hobby, obviously. But I think there's some interesting benefits to creating something in plastic like that. I would definitely love to see what you could create in wax, especially with like some of the skills that you have developed with 3D pen. And the melting tools, because they are very similar, that's for sure. Like a lot of the tips that you use. So, yeah, thinking of doing some clay work in the future. Yeah, and that's kind of what I used to do, is I used to work in clay and then cast and then mold, no, yeah, mold, make molds of the clay, silicone molds, and then we would cast into wax to do the finer detailed sculpting work. And that's how I used to make Pez dispensers and Christmas ornaments. And lots of other stuff that I used to do before I got into making action figures and stuff. So I've gotten to make a lot of weird stuff over the years. And then I had done like I learned Maya in high school, not high school, in college, but I didn't really start doing digital stuff until after I had gotten into my career and started working, doing stuff for Pez and Hallmark. Now I'm just trying to like have some fun, do some stuff for myself. That's what this whole streaming thing is, and encouraging people to do their own art. It's been cool to run into people that are doing their own stuff, like you. Uh, but yeah, it's been a good time. Hope everyone else out there in chat land is doing well. For those of you lurking, I appreciate you. And thanks for hanging in for this unique stream where we did kind of a collab thing. We tried a couple different things. I had sent him a link so that way he could share his camera with me. He has several cameras that he's got going because he's got a camera on his aquariums. He's got a camera on where he paints. He's got a camera on him. And when I sent him the link to do a collab cam, it wouldn't work because he needed to not have it be a source for anything else. Oh yeah, Wedge is a super chill guy. Speaking of, since he's gone for the evening, if you don't follow him, give him a follow. Check out one of his streams when you get a chance, folks. If you were only seeing my screen, we'll give you an opportunity to see his screen in the future. He plays Hearthstone. He paints Warhammer minis. And he has shrimps. So yeah, check him out. And this little streaming world is always interesting because we met through another streamer's Discord. I started going to his streams and spent some time there and got to know him. And he started coming to my streams, and we talk on the Instagrams. So we've become good buds. Yeah, it's a good time. Let's see, probably gonna continue the 3D pen stream again on Monday night, assuming I'm not doing extra hours at work. Well, I hope you can. I understand those work hours. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I will surely try to catch it. Um, I normally am in a movie night on Monday nights. In a Discord that I help mod. That's a regular thing that I do. But clearly, it doesn't go all night. So my hope is that once you start streaming, I'll be able to jump in and catch some of your stream. Yeah, we're doing good tonight. I like the progress. Let's see, really want to get a sonic cutter knife for my 3D pen project. That would be great. I've been seeing some really cool ones on Instagram. I know there was one that was kickstarting that had a lot of different nibs for it, both sanding and cutting. Um, yeah, like you said, it's an expensive hobby. I thought about it. I was like, ooh, it might be really cool to get that uh, myself. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, if I see that cutter, I don't know if that's the same one that you like have been seeing, or if you've been seeing it, I will definitely try to toss that info your way. I don't make a cutting projects if I need to a lot more clean cut compared to doing them with, yeah, exactly, yeah. The heat knife trying to get through is just not great. I mean, it's doable if that's all you got, but if you've got the ability to make the upgrade, then heck yeah. It's just going to make your life so much easier. So I hope you find a good one that is affordable. I think the one that I'm thinking of is actually it's more of like a Dremel system. So I'm not sure how much of a sonic cutter it actually is. Like I said, I will next time I see the stuff on it, I'll send it to you on Discord to see if you've seen it or not. I think there's a couple different kits and some are a little bit more expensive than others, so there might be like a version of it that won't break the bank for you. It just, also just depends on what you're willing to spend. If you're like, this is just going to be a stellar tool, maybe you will want to split the splurge a little for the quality. Lord knows I have done that myself, where it's like, ooh, it's expensive, but worth it. I don't know what's going on tonight with the chugging of the computer. Haven't had this issue before, so I'm wondering if I need to update something or what, you know? Haven't saved in a while, so let's get some saving going on. Always do that. Another ad break's going to start in about 5 minutes. It'll be the last one for the night. We'll probably hang out a little bit later than that. Did jump on earlier, so for me, I'm already at like 2 hours. I think we've had some good progress tonight. All right, dude, I'm gonna get going. Got stuff to do in the morning. Hey, thanks for hanging out for a bit. I appreciate you. And hopefully I can catch some of your stream if you end up streaming on Monday. I'll be looking for that notification, man. So have a good night, Jay. See you on the internets. How's everyone else doing tonight? I feel like for me, it feels like a weekend of being kind of lazy and drained. So I don't know if that's what everyone else is feeling or what. Now, this collar's kind of cute because it has this alternating pattern. It's kind of like an S or lightning bolt, very geometric shape. But also it has like this 3D look to it, and the colors alternate as well. It's like a pink, like they're all white all the way around, but there's like a drop shadow kind of looking thing, and those colors alternate from pink to purple. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to make a graphic for that and like stamp it on, or if I want to try to freehand this. And I might just open up Photoshop and do that. Even Photoshop's checking. All right, so let's see. Got to pick this color correctly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a little screen grab. Oh, ad break has begun. There we go. So this is our collar color. I think I'll open. I'm going to grab these graphics off of here and see if I can't make something that is easy for me to kind of stamp on the collar. Keep doing. I think because of the lagginess, having a little trouble with this lasso tool. Man, why did it work so well the first time? Whew. Okay, this is getting really annoying. Zoom in. We'll give this another shot. Try with my mouse instead of the stylus. I think it was double tapping when I was trying to just single tap. But with this, can't really ignore the clicks. All right, there we go. All right, now clearly the shapes are very different just because of the perspective of the collar as it's wrapping around the neck. So I am, see, if I can manipulate it a bit. Get a shape that I like. And I'll probably redraw over it and use that to create a stamp. Probably two stamps. One that has the lighter pink and one that has the more violet. But I'll use the same shape and I'll just reuse them. So to start, I'm going to adjust these shapes a little bit. Oh, we're doing that thing again. Got to use the mouse. Adjust these shapes a little bit just to make them cleaner to me. There we go. That. Then I'm going to use the select tool, transform select. I'm going to move it. This is really just a repeat shape. I'm going to create another layer underneath. Let's make that a little bit darker. Maybe a little bit darker. There we go. All right. And then I'm going to take these two, duplicate them, and then we'll change the color. Maybe a little bit lighter. Yeah. And then we will hide these. We'll have them not too far away from each other, not too close either. We'll have these in the same image together, and I'm going to turn these into basically a template, and I'll be able to bring the image into ZBrush and paint it onto the surface of the collar. And I'll just line the collar up as best as I can each time. And yeah, try that out and see if we can get that done in the next like 10-15 minutes. And I think Jeffy's not like done. There's a little bit more that I can do. but he'll be some good progress for tonight. He's got his color, he's got his stripes, he's got his beans. Definitely feels like things aren't chugging as much as they were before, so that's good. Maybe it was the collab stream thing that was making it go crazy, slow everything down. All right, collar, bolts. Cool. All right, so now we're going to bring this in here. All right. And in theory, what I did is I matched this background pink color to the collar itself. So I should be able to just paint it on real quickly. It looks like they kind of bleed over a bit. They come right to the edge. Actually, yeah, more like that. Okay. Oh, I also need to turn on spotlight projection, and that'll allow me to paint it on. All right, cool. All right, that's working well, but I think I need to divide that up a little bit more because I don't like that jagged edge there. So we're going to undo that. A subdivider color again. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Cool. I'm gonna place it, I want to place it in a little bit different of a spot. Maybe I should start with the purple. I want to try to get it spaced properly. Maybe I just have this collar too thick. These seem like they should be smaller. Yeah, that still looks good on him. And with it thinner, that will force these to be a lot smaller. Maybe that'll help out a bit. This needs to be a lot closer too. That looks a little bit better. And that should be sitting right about there. Okay. All right. I think we're just going to do one side for tonight. I might add a little bit of a highlight in the eye. There we go. I think that's good for tonight. I think we got a good Jeffy. Got some painting done. Some fun other details that I want to add eventually. There's a lot of different colors in his skin. Get a nice final shot of the Jeffies side by side. Yeah, there's a lot of little artistic touches, like some little hash marks and stuff. That'll be fun to add. And I think there's some renderers that I can get. I think there's a couple different. I don't know if it's in ZBrush, but I know there's a way to get kind of like an animated looking kind of outline going. But I've not done much of that kind of thing in ZBrush before. So it's something that I'm going to have to maybe explore and see if I want to do that. But primarily, this guy's just going to be printed. It's not going to be colored for anything outside of just for funsies here. So yeah, that's I think where we're going to end off tonight. So tonight was an adventure. Did our fun little collabby stream with my friend Wedge, and he painted, I painted. Hope you guys had a good time tonight. Thank you for everyone who was lurking. I know it was a little bit different, a little weird, but I had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you all are having a good night and have a good weekend. Be good to each other out there. Try to do something fun tomorrow and do something creative for yourselves. Be creative is kind of the mantra around here. So, on that note, good night, everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Carrie. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging. I'm KGart82 on Instagram and on YouTube, where you can catch my VODs from streams, and obviously here on Twitch. So we will see you next Saturday, I believe. Let me double check some stuff. Yeah, next Saturday should be still good. So yeah, we'll see you next Saturday. I think we are going to be doing an Odia stream, so I'm going to try to push that hard because I got to get that stuff done. And I think a lot of people like to see some of the progress with that since the figure's coming out likely this summer. And I'm working on some stuff that really hasn't been shown yet, some extras. So yeah, look forward to that on next stream, and we will see you next Saturday. Bye, everybody.